post. So it was like, looks like it's going to be packed.
Speaking of, he's over there right now. They're making some noise. Lade actually playing off stream at the moment, but on stream.
It's Lade versus Godzillionaire. So if you guys want to go ahead and check out bracket, that is the bracket to see who wins.
All right, so we got more Yoshi now. KDB playing Yoshi. Dyer, of course, Inkling extraordinaire.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised how well Inkling is doing in this game just overall. Like, she just kind of spawned up tier-wise.
For sure.
She has great coverage. Her bomb it's actually really good. Just bomb, jumping into it, and you can't kind of see what she's going to do next. So it's great at camouflage.
I mean, it's effectively a traditional FGC assist. You know, you get to throw this in and kind of just follow in after it.
Exactly.
You get a lot of them out of it. I believe it's 5 per tank if you're just using bombs. And there's just so many good things. I mean, people have complained about Roller, and it is very strong, but it has counterplay. But having an option that will allow kill setups like that really easily. Dyer, of course, initiating the up throw, up air links for in Inkling as well. I mean, I think it's safe to say that Dyer probably one of the best, if not the best, ultimate player right now, just given off the small circle of results we have in Florida, that is.
Yeah, and he did really well. I want to say during the 24-hour event that was here for the ultimate launch release, Dyer did really well. He took first place, of course, and there was actually a really intense Inkling Ditto match, which is actually really cool to see. But Dyer, of course, he prevailed, made it on top, and as you can see, he's living. He's still living, yeah. But it seems like he's having a bit of a hard time dealing with KDB with the aggressive approaches here.
Goes to the fourth there. I wish I could tell you what the percents are on the up there upper. I know it's a tight window across the cast, so he's got to be very careful to make sure he gets it when he can. So he's out of ink right now, though.
All right, Dyer definitely trying to go in for a killer, and he gets the landing on the roller there, but that's not enough to kill out KDB.
Yeah, I will say if there's one thing Inkling struggles in, it is going to be those like early-ish percent kills. A lot of the times Ink Roller's not going to really be that effective until, you know, the 110s, the 120s before you start. There is the up throw up air. We talked about how tight of a window that is, though.
Yeah. And speaking of Roller, like, Roller does take a lot of time just to get out of it, because there is a bit of lag time where she lets go of the roller to do an input, and that's all pre-buffered. So keep mindful of that. But Dyer takes the first stock off of KDB here.
Inkling not a heavy character. They're living this long. Very, very good on his part.
Exactly, but
add commentator's curse.
Commentator's curse, exactly. But KDB seems to be on high hopes here, trying to get an aggressive approach. Catches Dyer on the tilt, follows up with an up air, but Dyer's able to make it out here, trying to get his spacing out.
Kind of curious to see if it plays a part, but that first stock did take about 2.5 minutes off the clock. Obviously a very patient, nuanced gameplay from both these players already.
But I do love the bomb pressure that Dyer is doing. He kind of mixes it up, throws the bomb out there, forces KDB to shield. Oh, but great catch coming out of Dyer.
I mean, this is super close so far. We've talked about how good Dyer is, but KDB holding his own against Inklings, and that's kind of the tough road to hoe for Inkling mains out there. It's like Cloud in Smash 4. You're ready to learn a matchup once you realize the character is super good. You have to learn counterplay for it, or else you're gonna get rolled over.
Yeah, exactly. Literally. Oh, wow. KDB did do a ground pound, almost breaking Dyer's shield, but unfortunately, he did not get the break that he was probably hoping for.
There's the up air, but it was not enough to kill Yoshi. A little bit too heavy there.
All right, great stuff coming out of KDB. He egged to avoid being grounded in by Roller, and Dyer did try to time it too to ground him in, but great stuff from KDB.
So the egg's gonna not break the bomb. That's something to keep an eye on for Yoshi players out there. You think it might be able to intercept it, but no, it goes straight through it.
And what I'm loving from KDB is that he's not giving in to fear, because the fear is Inkling, Roller, and the bombs. And I love that he's just staying calm throughout his actions. Like, he's holding shield appropriately. He's not panic shielding. He's not letting go of shield prematurely. But he's playing this very patiently.
You can tell there's a game plan in place. And this is kind of the same thing we saw stock 1. Both players living forever. Ooh, coverage, baby.
Now, this is the scary part where both players are in rage, and KDB does take that last stock.
I swear he stood in place and bared 3 times in a row. Dyer kept rolling into it and was able to take that stock, and now he's got the advantage. Another 2-minute stock there in a very, very slow-paced game so far.
Again, great patience coming out of KDB, not getting too greedy. But unfortunately, that is going to take off his stock here.
All right, we are down to the almost 2-minute mark here. Be curious if either player keeps an eye on this. Pretty good speed in the air for either character, so if a big enough lead presents itself, we might see some very passive gameplay.
And great follow-up combos coming out of KDB. I love that he catches him with up tilt, actually.
Yeah, that's one of the moves that got changed for Yoshi. It doesn't really hit characters to the side of him anymore. It's only really effective as an anti-air, really just off to the sides of it. So it's really good to see him already implementing the new uses for that.
All right, now Dyer trying to space it out because he realizes he is in a tricky situation here.
An even game in 90 seconds. We saw him go for the upper close to these percents on the last stock. Here's maybe we'll just wait a little bit longer and then opts for it.
Is he going to go for it? He did go for it, but that's not enough to take out that stock.
Yeah. So he just goes for damage.
He gets the roller, and that is game. Wow.
Okay, enough
I
to
actually
kill
thought
from
he was
that.
going to make it.
Yeah, really. It seemed like it just it slowed down enough, and really that's kind of the balloon knockback that a lot of us really aren't quite used to yet.
Yeah.
But it definitely seemed like it was like, oh, he's going to be fine, and then hits the blast zone just far enough to go out. And close call already there for Dyer. Of course, this is winners quarters. We are pretty deep in brackets. So there's nobody to sleep on at this point, especially this early in a new game. We're learning, what is it, a million billion matchups.
Yeah, I mean, there's like 70 plus, and then we got more DLC coming in, so it's like
yeah,
it's a lot of matchups to learn.
There's a ton.
Yeah, and like every single day, I'm still learning just new things about every single character. But here we are, game 2, and what stage did they pick? Did not see. Okay,
FD.
so they picked an FD stage. So a pretty good option. I want to say that KDB probably just wants to use no platforms at all, just so that he can have full control over handling Inkling. Because Inkling on platforms is kind of a scary thing, especially with bombs, because it gives awkward placements where a KDB can be unsafe and puts him in bad situations.
This is starting out really strong for Dyer, but small little comeback here for KDB. Calling out a lot of these full hops. I'm curious if maybe that's the new mechanics. Maybe that's something KDB's actually going for, but Dyer really getting underneath him with these uppers a lot. Thanks for the back throw there.
The KDB's kind of struggling, just trying to get a good combo in on Dyer here. Because it seems like with every approach that a KDB does, Dyer just kind of has a reply back and an option to handle out his approaches.
Dyer going for these hard punishes, and
yeah,
haven't been able to really connect to them yet.
I have noticed that he is using roller a lot less. Probably got a little wary of Yoshi's shield, because earlier in game 1 he did try to do it, but KDB kind of shielded out, and Dyer almost got punished for it. So he probably wants to be very careful with that option.
Yeah, he was able to confirm a couple of stocks with it, but you're right, not something you can just throw out willy-nilly. Wi-Fi, maybe.
Oh yeah, Wi-Fi for sure, yeah.
Beware of this back air, though. Dyer is able to close out his stock with this if he's able to connect.
All right, so we got a lot of shield pokies going on, but Dyer goes in for a back throw. That's not enough to take out KDB here.
It's crazy, you're learning stuff every day. Back throw at 169, not enough to kill at the ledge.
Oh, but back air is going to do it.
Yeah, instant back air there, lands with it, and then immediately goes to another very quick move for Inkling, and a decent enough knockback to close out that stock.
All right, great catch there on the egg toss from KDB. But it seems like I feel like he needs to just egg toss a lot more, because I think that's kind of working out for him a bit more than actually going in, because every time he tries to go in for an aggressive option, he gets juggled around like we're seeing here.
That was a quick little, it seemed like 10 to 60 right there, where every single time Dyer was just underneath him at the worst possible moment.
All right, but great catch from KDB with the spacing there. Takes out that stock off of Dyer, but he is at 85%. He has to keep that stock and at least get Dyer at least to 60%.
That still probably saving his life right there, too. Dyer was coming in hot with the roller.
I do like that KDB did throw the egg up above him to negate Dyer's approach, but unfortunately the bomb did mess up that situation for him.
These short hop nairs have actually been paying off a lot in game 1 and a little bit in game 2, but it's a great answer against the roller in. Very punishable if you shield it.
Oh, great spacing there on the bomb there. KDB almost ran into it and then noticed like, hey, I gotta back up a bit.
Back there here and one. I mean, like I said, there's just almost no knockback on that move.
This KDB is having a difficult time trying to land that kill off of Dyer here. He's definitely going in for kills, that's for sure.
Right, and I mean, that's the thing about it. Incineroar, while Inkling, wrong eye. Inkling, while a very, very good character in neutral and a very good character with roller, and they see there's been a couple times where KDB's lived to these very high percents. I believe 170 first stock, 200 and some change now. That's enough.
Oh yeah, that's gonna kill. 200%. Yeah, that's gonna kill.
But when your best option at 212 is just down throw, it's tough sledding sometimes.
Yeah, but KDB just having an issue just trying to get the spacing out on Dyer. Great catch on back air though from him.
A little bit more aggressive offstage, finally throwing out a move to try to counteract Inkling's pretty good, I feel, recovery, but not able to connect with that, unfortunately.
Right, Dyer taking KDB off stage here. And KDB is trying to keep himself center stage. Because that's the scary thing about Yoshi. Yoshi he has great approaches with egg toss. He has great shield pressure with his ground pound, but when he's off stage, that's probably the most scariest time for him, especially against Inkling. That's really scary.
Beautiful spot dodge there from Dyer. Something that's not changed. He had that timing down from 4 years ago at this point. Ooh, I love the coverage there on that up tilt. That could have been something nasty. The way that it arced all the way across, picks him up and still put him in a decent position to potentially close out a stock.
All right, this is a scary situation here. KDB has to be very careful.
There we go.
Nice, and he takes that stock off. He's at 112. He needs to play super safe. And I feel like there it is. Yeah, Dyer is taking out roller a lot more. And I was able to connect there, but he wasn't able to get a kill option. But next roller will probably kill KDB. Let's be very careful.
Yeah, it looked like he popped out before the final hit of up smash, maybe.
KDB slowly racking up that damage here. Are we going to see a comeback? That would be pretty cool to see.
I mean, Yoshi's got the kill power to do it where Inkling kind of doesn't. Dyer has to really call out an option. And we talked about it earlier, 170 first stock, 210 the second stock. So we got here, forward throw. Yeah. Not even remotely close, good lord.
that didn't cover anything.
That was a stiff breeze to Yoshi there.
All right, but we are down to the wire here. We're at 40 seconds left. Oh, almost.
See the spot dodge again, but the down throw coming in clutch for the second and third stock there for Dyer. 30 seconds left, as we're talking about. Yeah. This was a nail biter of a game 2, but Dyer's going to advance into winners semis 2-0.
I was actually surprised. Definitely that last option was a shotgun call out from KDB, but I was actually afraid, okay, that shield's going to break. We're going to see game 3, but it didn't.
I mean, there's like a huge combination of factors there. You're down to 30 seconds. You're down 100%. You're not going to you're not going to close the gap. There's so many things where you kind of have to go, as you called it, that shotgun up. That's going to be me, guys. I'll be back on in a little bit, but I will see y'all later.
Okie dokies. So this is like my favorite part when the commentators are in bracket, except for myself. I'm not in bracket. But it's always nice to have the nice rotation of different commentators just come around. So it's fun. Keeps everything nice and spicy. But other than that, it looks like we have Goblin and Caskin, there it is. Oh my god, I'm getting so many name freezes. It's been a while. Okay, I've been out of CFL for a long time. But anyways, but it's great to be back. All right, Caskin versus Goblin. So Goblin, of course, really great with his Roy. I did see a bit of his Roy play at a tournament. I want to say that happened recently. But yeah, just really solid Roy play. Roy's just really, really amazing. Roy is just really good in this game. I'm not sure who Cascan plays in this one. I want to say, I think it's Peach. I think I saw him play some Peach. But Peach, definitely for sure, she's very strong too. But I think Daisy being a little better. That's just my opinion, but I love Daisy. Daisy's my girl. All right, is GDX going to come on? Or all right, cool. I'm going to get some extra commentary in. Yay!